Breath of the Wild Walkthroughs, Episode 1. Intro and follow the Sheikah Slate. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Walkthroughs Plus. Today, we're going to be doing Breath of the Wild. Now, if you've already played Breath of the Wild and are replaying the game, then follow me. Otherwise, you can skip this part. This is the first episode of my channel. Well, it's called Intro and Follow the Sheikah Slate. It's going to be through a series of walkthroughs I'm going to be publishing. If you need cool game guides, then you've come to the right place. So we're on the title screen right now. So what we want to do is select New Game, and it will begin. I'll let you enjoy this sequence.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So you're waking up after a long slumber. Water is draining from a pool of... Or water? Is that water? It's draining from a pool of liquid. This part of the game should be enjoyed with as little directions as possible. But I'm going to tell you the basics. So now we have full control over Link. You can adjust the camera with the right joystick, and you can press plus on your controller to look at the controls. Whenever you want to stop, select the save button, and then select the return to title screen button. Oh, by the way, I'll be doing DLC in this series. So now you can move around with the left joystick. And the main goal in this room is to go to this pedestal and press A to examine it. Like so.
That is a Sheikah Slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So you can press A to take it. Or basically, A is the OK button. That'll allow you to move on to the next thing. So we've gotten the Sheikah Slate. Then press A. This opens the door to the next room also. So we're going to use the left joystick to move into the next room. There are a bunch of boxes and barrels, but you don't need to worry about those. But for now, there's actually 3 main icons. One is the temperature, which you don't need to worry about for now. One's the amount of noise Link is making, which you also don't need to worry about. And the other one's a mini-map, which you can see an icon referencing the Shrine of Resurrection, where we are right now. These boxes and barrels you don't really need to worry about. However, these chests you should open, because they contain actual clothes. One of them contains a well-worn trousers. You can use... Then, open your inventory. Well, first, we're going to open our inventory, but first, we're going to get the other treasure. Now we open our inventory, press A, and press A again to equip this. A is basically the OK button, so you should just press A. That's like your main go-to button. Press A again, and then you can pick up a barrel and press A to drop it, or you can press the R, the shoulder button, to throw it. But your main goal is this glowing orange pedestal. The orange shows it's unactivated.
Up to the pedestal. That
press A once you reach it, and when the prompt shows up. This will open the door to the next room. Right in the next hallway.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
So we're gonna go up these stairs, and you can press X to jump and B to sprint. I'll demonstrate jumping. You can use this to jump over small ledges, and B to sprint. That green wheel is your stamina wheel. It will gradually refill after you do a tiring action like sprinting. Sometimes, like so. Sometimes, however, if you run out of the stamina wheel, then Link will be left out of breath, and you cannot do stamina tiring things, and you'll move slower, but until it restores. Anyway, we're going to press X while at a wall to climb it. And you can use the left joysticks to move around. Jump, you can jump with X and let go with B. And go outside. And we can see the old man there. That is where we're going. So we're going to see that glistening thing? Right. Looking around. Right there. So we're going to pick it up because it's a tree branch that we can use as a weapon. It doesn't do much damage, though, but it's better than nothing. And you can attack with Y, like so. So now, see these mushrooms? We're going to pick up the mushrooms with A. You eat it to restore half a heart, or you can cook it, actually, to enhance its heart-restoring properties. There's some more over here. 2 on ledges and 1 on that tree. There's also another glistening thing, another tree branch we can pick up. That's how you can change weapons. Now we're going to go down this main path with some ruined fences to that campfire you see over there and an apple tree. And jump and press A to pick up the apples. Those also restore half a heart when you eat them. Anyway, you can take that with A, and you can also climb the tree to get the apples. Then you talk. Then let's talk. Then we see the old man. Talk to him. Oh, well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Now we're gonna select. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who's lived here, alone, for quite some time now. He's the only person who lives on the Great Plateau, by the way. What brings you, a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering question with a question. That's fair enough. As I cannot imagine to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legends, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there, long ago, was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned, in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. So now, I'm going to take his baked apple by the fire. So that restores 3/4 of a heart. And I'll demonstrate how to bake apples and mushrooms like this one in a second. I beg your pardon. I do believe that's my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. So I'll demonstrate how to roast it. But first, I'm going to pick up this torch. Well, then just help yourself to that torch there. And how, I may ask, how are you planning to use it? As a weapon. Innovative. However, that's probably best used to light fires. If you need a weapon, you can find something better. Many beasts roam the land past this point. You can take my axe with you. However, do not just throw it around without purpose. You can lock it on. You can lock on, effective for targeting by using ZL, one of the left shoulder buttons. I'm gonna stand here. You can actually swap out weapons by holding left on the D-pad on your left Joy-Con and using the right joystick.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
So you can press the minus button to access your Sheikah slate. But first we're going to roast some food. That's the adventure log, by the way. So you press A to hold these, and then just repeatedly press A to select them, select the things you want to hold. And then there's a vector arrow. So basically, you can select the things you want to hold. You can hold up to 5 things, like so. And you can press X to stop holding, B to return to the game, and A to add something. And then you can press SA when the vector arrow is over the fire. And then pick up the toasty Hylian shrooms, because those will restore more hearts than their raw counterparts. And then cook these apples. Oh, they're not cooking. They have to start smoking, then burning, and then finally they'll turn into a baked apple. We'll pick up the 2 baked apples. And then we're going to roast these 4 Hylian shrooms. We'll pick them all up before they can actually burn, and then you can't. They'll actually burn away. So we're just going to keep going down this path, grabbing the old man's woodcutter's axe right here. 3 damage, not bad for a 2-handed weapon. Gonna grab apples from this tree here. This can be easily done by climbing it. So now, you see this ledge? We're gonna climb over to it. And see, there's some lily pads arranged in a circle. We can jump off and into the circle. Oh, that did not work. So we're just gonna climb. You can swim around and dash with X when you're swimming. We're gonna climb up. This might take a while, because I don't want to jump and waste stamina. So we're gonna jump off, and then a Korok appears. This creature gives you a Korok seed that you'll be soon able to exchange to a special creature for special stuff later in the adventure. So hold on to them. And we're gonna swim to this little islet in the center. On top of the islet, you can see there's a rusty broadsword, a 6 damage weapon, not bad for in this station of the adventure. You can throw them with R. You throw weapons like this one with R. Anywhere, we're swimming back to shore. Stopping to catch our breath on that small islet. So, next we'll encounter our first enemy, which is a lone Bokoblin. You can attack the Bokoblin with Y. It's right there. It spots you. And then, you can attack it with Y. Oh, the tree branch broke, and so we equip another tree branch by going into our inventory with plus. We took some damage there. Anyway, we're gonna grab this Bokoblin horn, which I'll show you a use for in a later video. These apples. Oh, there's a Choo-Choo. This weak enemy can usually be defeated in 1 hit, depending on how weak your weapon is. We got Choo-Choo jelly from it, which is a useful material also that I'll show you use for later. I'm gonna equip this torch, because you should usually save the best weapons for last, or on bosses and sub-bosses, but we aren't even there yet. So we're gonna go to this Bokoblin right over here, into these ruins. Hit it. Oh, and grab its Boko Club, because it's 4 damage and really useful. And then, and Boko Clubs usually pack a punch, so grab the stuff it has. Oh, but first, there's something that you can, a really good item. So we go up these stairs, and into this ruins, and defeat the lone Bokoblin. Equip the woodcutter axe. Hit the Bokoblin a few more times. You grab this Boko Club, grab its droppings, and open the chest to receive much better pants than well-worn trousers, which are Hylian trousers. So now we're actually going to go somewhere. Oh, in this crate, in this barrel, there's a Choo-Choo, but I dropped 2 Choo-Choo jelly. Now we're actually going to go toward the waypoint you can see on our map. So if we see this fountain thingy over there with its little thing sticking out, we go toward it, then go toward this apple tree. We can grab the apples from it. Oh, there's a Hyrule herb also. Whatever, we can leave it. We kill these Pichus. See, these weak monsters are usually defeated in one hit, and they don't exactly pack a punch. So this is our map. There's a Shrine of Resurrection. And this is where we need to go, this glowing dot. And we can see the glowing dot on this mini-map. But first we're going to eliminate these Bokoblins because they actually have something that we could really use. Well, first of all, arrows, which we'll pick up later. We're going to need to defeat them since their bows can pack a punch. We grab this Bokoblin. So you can hold ZR to attack with it, and then release ZR to fire. And you aim by tilting the Joy-Cons or Pro Controller, whatever you have. Hit the Bokoblin one more time and grab its materials. Then we're gonna head back to the top of that hill. We're low on hearts, so we should eat this baked apple since it'll restore our hearts. That's what those foods are for. So you should always keep healthy stock on hand. We're gonna grab this guy's loot. Arrow times 5, and then grab all the arrows that have been shot into the ground by those rather moody Bokoblins. Yeah, I think that's it. So now we're going to defeat this Bokoblin, but it's special since it's holding a shield. So we're going to have to knock that shield out of its hands with an axe. Like so. You can use ZL to block attacks while you have a shield equipped, like so. Here, I'll show you. But this is a really weak shield, so it probably will break. So, we defeated the Bokoblin. This is actually a pretty good weapon, a Traveler's Sword. Bokoblin Fang. But where we really need to go to is this huge rock peak. But it's not on top of the rock peak, it's in the rock peak. This thing. We now press A to examine it, and we're going to place the Sheikah Slate in the pedestal. The Great Plateau Tower is erupting out of the ground like a volcano. It's rising out of the ground. And across Hyrule, other towers are rising, like the Hebra Tower, the Elden Tower, and the Akala Tower, and the Lake Tower, and the Dueling Peaks Tower. But look, this tower is turning blue. This means we have activated it. Now it's scanning the area and giving us information. And this shows us the map of the Great Plateau. And it shows us like exactly where we are on the map. And now we have two waypoints on our map. The tower and the Shrine of Resurrection.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
So now we've completed the quest, follow the Sheikah Slate. This basically concludes our video, but there's one more thing. Getting down from the tower. Here. The way we do that is, climb down it by pressing A, and then you can let go with B. And then do the same, climb to the left, then climb down. Now what I'm about to do is fall down, but don't try this. Because one misstep and you could suffer fall damage or even die. Like, don't try that. Inexperienced players should not try this. But players that are doing stuff like replaying the game, it's your own funeral. Well, I'm not saying that you should, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Just follow what I'm doing, and I'm just speeding it up a bit. Drop down. Drop down again. Drop down onto the next platform, and drop down to this one. My, it would seem we've quite the enigma here. This town and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur when you were at the top of that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No? I see. Well, that's unfortunate. I assume we caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, that very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. You can either say hand it over or paraglider. I would say hand it over. Oh, certainly, why not? But there's no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? So, the isolated plateau is our new main quest. We can open our adventure log with plus. Come, let me show you something. So we're gonna follow him up to the small cliff. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. So now, this concludes our video. Stay tuned for the next video releasing next week. There's one a week released on weekends. And the next one will be called the Oman Owl Shrine. Stay tuned and don't forget. And thank you for watching Walkthroughs Plus. Yes. Oh. And that concludes our video for the week. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. It'll help me to make more videos in the future. And like as well. Comment too.